this isn't anything really serious or podcasty. This is just basically like a short, I guess, episode. Yeah, just like a short episode of me discussing and actually clarifying my actual awful music tastes and things like that. It's kind of quiet, so I'm gonna angle the mic like this. Hopefully, um, looking at the waveforms, it's not that big and loud. Oh god, oh god. Okay, so to clarify with, let's start in 2016. Actually, let's start with like 2010 or something. Around that time, most of my music came from the radio, as you know, anyone who was that young of an age. Um, I didn't like my music. I didn't have a genre to call home yet. I didn't exactly listen to a specific band. I just listened to whatever was on the radio, whatever was on YouTube's recommend section. And I remember one specific song. It was like a Beyonce song. And I just listened to that a lot. I remember listening to a lot of Party Rockers, and that was pretty funny to look back on. But I think 2016 is really where all these songs, all the songs I heard on the radio began to manifest into the musical genre that I called home. So the first one I really started to listen to a lot was probably progressive rock, and there are many reasons why. With progressive rock, it's a pretty beautiful genre. With each song, you just have a story. You can imagine a whole different world with it, and it's as if you just sunk in. As if like when you put on the headphones, you can imagine this beautiful atmosphere created. And that's honestly why I got into progressive rock. You have this whole story develop around it and whatnot. And I think the first one, shit, antivirus protection expired. I think the first band I actively listened to was either Yes or Pink Floyd. So obviously with around that time, I believe that was when the to be continued meme was around, so everyone pretty just like went on to roundabout Yes and like, yeah, this is where the meme was. And that's honestly how some of my music got started off. Some of my musical taste came because formed because of memes or anime. And prior to actually listening to progressive rock, I was just a cringy kid who listened to a bunch of anime and call that my music genre. Oh, I listen to a bunch of historical marches and say like, yeah, that's what I like. When really it's not. I mean, there's some that I like. I guess like Friedberger March, Yorkshire's March, Past the Ammunition, and Praise the Lord. Songs like that kind of stick with me. But then I just realized like, this isn't my actual music taste. It's catchy and it's great and all, but it's just melty stuff. It's not like a genre to listen to. So back on track. I got into progressive rock first, and that was honestly the biggest one I really got into. I listened to quite a lot of Yes and albums. I also listened to Pink Floyd. I didn't listen to The Wall, Pink Floyd. I just ate all of The Wall. That album was amazing. And then after that, I think my music taste kind of stayed stagnant. I did find some cool bands like Caravan, and I guess actually if I look at my Spotify playlist, which is 3 years old, so I can basically just track everything. Well, it's not 4 years old, it's actually 2, but around that time I listened to quite a lot of what seems to be Yes, of course, the Black Sabbath, of course. Well, not actually. I just listened to one song. That's a common trend with all my music taste. I listen to one song of it, and then I listen to that other albums, and it's like, oh, I don't like this. Anyways, so besides listening to All of the Wall and loving it, I listened to quite a lot of Man at Work, of course. Down Under was the song that introduced me to it, but that was that. Dio2. So another common trend you're gonna see is like TV shows and animes that introduced me to quite a lot of albums. So especially JoJo Bizarre Adventure, which I particularly remember this moment where it's like a video of all the JoJo stands and or all the JoJo musical references, and then they will play a bit of a song. I'm like, oh wow, that's a really good song. I'll listen to it, and that got me quite in the pickle. And then I kind of move forward. I listen to a bit of like pop, a bit of old pop and stuff like that. I guess like Spandau Ballet, which I'm pretty sure I didn't pronounce right. Spandau Ballet. I just ate that shit up as well. Gold. It was, funnily enough, I distinctly remember me watching a trailer to a Roblox game called Phantom Forces, which is basically a first-person shooter. One of the songs they use is Gold, and I remember watching that. It's like, dang, that's a really good song. I'm gonna put that in my playlist now. And then I just went into this rabbit hole, listening to all those Spandau Ballet songs. So not really, I listened to a few of them, and then a new trend arises. I began clicking on the recommended section and finding new music. So around this time, I'm listening to mostly mainstream stuff. I didn't really branch out to anything small. I guess like the smallest thing I probably listened to was Soft Machine. One of their like 90-minute songs. I don't know exactly what's called. Oh, Moon in June. Yeah, Moon in June. By Soft Machine, which is a 19-minute song that I distinctly remember, and I love 12 minutes of it, but then the next 7 minutes is just gibberish. I should probably revisit it. So around this time, my music is just mostly mainstream. It's and that's fine. That's totally fine. It's what I liked. And then continuing forward, obviously JoJo affected quite a lot of my listening, and then memes also affected quite a lot. Because I listened to Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater, and that was like, yeah. And then this is where my music taste really took shape. I distinctly remember on the recommended section, on the video, on an edited video, I checked the description and I found this cool song, and it was by Lemon Demon, which is also known as Neo Ciciego. And I listened to his stuff. He makes extremely good mashups and actual good songs. So I listened to that whole album. I don't listen to the other albums. I just listen to what was this one called? Spirit Phone. Frick. And then it continues to take shape, and movies came into the play, and of course the recommended section continues to come into play. I don't exactly remember, but I remember I don't exactly remember when or how, but I just got into power metal, and one of the biggest. Actually, no. I remember. I really liked Guitar Hero, or I just like people playing it. So I got Clone Hero, and one of the songs there was a parody, no, a cover of I gotta check. I'm actually dumb. It was a parody, a cover of Jesus. All these songs. God, can I not? Okay. Oh yeah, I remember. A cover of Santovarius or something like that. But it was a power metal band in Finland, as always, and it was pretty good. And then I just got into Santovarius, and that was a whole trend. I just really like power metal, and my parents did not like it because they thought it was too quick, too fast. And also because of Clone Hero and Guitar Hero, I began listening to a lot of different songs. Um, Quite a lot of different songs, in fact. So besides Santa Various, I listened to Dragon Force through the Fire Flames, which is pretty common. And oh my god, in 2018, I didn't realize I liked the Kanye West song in 2018, but that was all because of goddamn Guitar Hero. You know, Guitar Hero is pretty. It's a fun game, and well, I didn't exactly play Guitar Hero. I played played all the songs and whatnot on Clone Hero. So I get so cool. So what you're gonna see now is this biggest trend in my Spotify playlist where I listen to like Lynyrd Skynyrd, Powerwolf, Kaiser Chief, Priestess, Asia, Caravan, Rush, Steve Howe, Renaissance, New Order, Duran Duran, Eagles of Death Metal, David Bowie, Sabaton, stuff like that. Bands of Horses, yeah. So because of Guitar Hero or sort of Clone Hero, I was introduced to all these great songs that appeal to me, and each time I play that, I'm just reminded of me like just playing Clone Hero on the keyboard. So now there's this big ass trend in 2018 where I loved Stradivarius. It was a great power band, and I still love it to this day. There's a song I remember what's like no, that one. No, I don't remember any songs. And then this is where let's say like my music taste kind of mellowed out here. Because my music taste still heavily influenced by Clone Hero, but there are some things that weren't. And then I got into Kane's Offering because of Clone Hero, and then I just stopped listening to it. And then somehow I got into Italian prog rock. I don't exactly remember how, but I'm pretty sure I searched up progressive rock, and I found it. And I was like, oh, this is good. And then that was unironically the reason why I decided to take Italian for my language course. And then I got into a bit of Weezer, and then I got into Jack Stauber before I got popular, so haha. Just kidding, I got into it when it was pretty much popular at that time. But I really love Jack Stauber stuff, it's pretty good. My favorite song, it says like, Getting My Mama, and then oh, some of these songs are weird. Okay, I know one of these songs they were like part of the background of a they were part of the background of a animation. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty good. That's it. That goes well. I don't know what's you. Oh yeah, my friend showed me the song like "You Belong to the City" by Glenn Frey. I was like, oh, that sounds pretty good. I'll try it. And then there's this French song, which is Chandant by Keval de Feuilles, and I guess I'm assuming it's like a progressive rock or maybe something folk. I don't know. And then this time, I was on my around 2019, believe July. I was on my trip to Vietnam. So with that time, I just decided like, I remember Pyro making all these references to this show that I've never watched. That show was Breaking Bad, and then Breaking Bad just decided to influence quite a lot. I listened to all these. I listened to quite a lot, like Shambhala, Beastie Boys, which is great. Boots of Chinese Plastic, which is the song that plays when Walter's just like driving in his red car, and his sons were called. And then I remember that in the recommend section, I found this indie band from Minnesota or Massachusetts, probably Minnesota, and they're called Why Not. They made a song called Ready for the World, and I just dig them. I was like, damn, that's pretty good. I don't really dig them now, to be honest. And then I got into The Offspring and listened to the whole album Smash, but any other album it didn't appeal to me in any way. Oh yeah, okay, so at this point my music taste has evolved from progressive rock to punk. I really love punk at this time, skate punk especially, and I think well, it was somewhat it wasn't around the time where I started skating, but I think it's getting there. And then I listened to a bit more Why Not, like Pink Hat, Waste My Time. I also watched a few more movies, so obviously I got influenced by that, like Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon, by Urge Overkill. And then I somehow got into fucking Serbian synthpop. Yeah, there's like 3 songs, and I'm just staring at them right now. It's like Los Jedan, Biogradska Devojka, and Ostavice, I don't know, by Max Vincent. And then I got into skate punk even more, stayed in that. And then this is where the big changes happened. I started getting into math rock, but the first evidence of me getting into math rock is by Don Caballero, in the absence of strong evidence to the something. It's not completely. And I got into MGMT. I love MGMT. Amazing band. I listened to the whole album, congratulations, and I love each and every one of them. Flash Delirium didn't appeal to me at first, but then I was like, I listened for a second time, like, god dang, this is great. And then I got into surf punk, but I got really bored of it. And this is where the fun begins. I get into math rock. Or I think it was Midwest emo. They're pretty much the same thing. They're like interchangeable. Whew. So, I listened to a bunch of Earl Grey, and then this is where the fun also begins. I started getting too closet at West. I'm returning back to my punk roots, rock roots, and then I just suddenly draw that all out of the window and listen to indie pop. I somehow found the Scary Jokes, which is like a indie pop or slowcore. I honestly don't know the genre, but it's really good. Really good band. I listened to the whole, really good person. I don't know her actual name, but she's a really good artist. She made this whole album called April Fools, and I just listened to every goddamn song. I added the entire album to my playlist because it was that good. Anyways, I got back into Lemon Demon, I think, or I just decided to add it for some reason, and then somehow I found even more indie pop with Miracle Musical, but the artist, the actual guy himself, he's called something else. I honestly don't remember. So, speaking of which, there was a small TFT YouTuber that I joined. I joined his Discord, and it was really sad. And he was considering to like leave and just do his own shit, but he didn't have anything else to do. And it's like, yeah, what am I supposed to do in that case? Anyways, I listened to Austin Weaver for a bit. Except I just listened to one song, and I somehow found Taking Me, and then I also found some punk. So, to recap, my music taste has evolved from progressive rock to skate punk to math rock, and then to fucking to something like to fucking that to like heavy punk. Like I'm just radicalizing each moment, moving further into the spectrum. So and then I started listening to the Kinks, which is an extremely good band. I love the whole album of Arthur, or the decline of the fall of the British Empire. I listened to that whole shit. I listened to every goddamn song of it. And then I got into even more power metal, Sonata Arctica. So we essentially gone from progressive rock to skate punk to math rock or Midwest emo, depending on your meaning or definition or whatever, to now classical rock. And then now we've gone back. It's all full circle, guys. We've gone to power metal, and then this is also where I got into. No, this is not. No. This was not when I found King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I'm basing this off my Spotify playlist, which has been here for 2 years, but it's clearly false and wrong. And then I listened to some jazz. I listened to quite a lot of mellow, like lo-fi jazz. Not lo-fi rap, but just lo-fi jazz. Like Mile High Club and Yellow Days. Pretty good songs. Pretty good. And then I listened to Devo. Pretty good. Bauhaus. Listened to a lot of like emo. Not like heavy emo, but just emo. And then it's full circle. I'm listening to Italian progressive rock now. Oh my god. And then I find a Japanese pop thing named Piper, and it's like, wow, I really like that one song. And then I found Bosom, and it's like heavy metal. Like, dang, maybe I can listen to more of that song. It's like, no, it does not appeal to me. And then goes even more down. I find the Joni Meister, pretty good. What is it? Pretty good. I'm dumbfounded right now. He's a pretty good indie like singer songwriter. I don't freaking know. That's not exactly a. Holy shit. Okay, and then I found the Uranium Club. The Uranium Club. Uranium. Why do I have the introduction? It's not even a song. It's just like, oh yeah, they made like a pencil. And then this is at the point where I really get into my indie side. I just find all these bands that no one ever knows. So Landline, Uranium Club. I guess Mono Rambo, Soviet. Wait, I really love Soviet. Nouns. That's the band I really fucking love. Yeah, so basically I'm at this point where I listen to a bunch of punk, a bunch of like soft music, stuff like that. Oh yeah, this is also where I listen to quite a lot of fucking Midwest emo or math rock, depends on your interpretation, for God's sake. And then this is where I listen to more listen to more Combo Kazam. And then I listen to more indie stuff and more indie stuff. Jesus Christ. This entire thing's a mess. Oh yeah, pretty cool band, which involves Andrew Katz and Will Toledo. One Trade Danger. I really love that band. One Trade High is my favorite album. It's such a meme. It's such a joke. The band doesn't treat themselves seriously. The album does not treat themselves seriously. It is clearly a joke. You have joke, and that's fine. That's nice because it shows that they're not serious. It shows that they're not edgy like all the other ones. You have something that's like literal musical comedic relief, and that's amazing. I guess my favorite song would have to be I'm stuck between like On the One from Your Set or Actually, because it's actually really amazing. And I listen to more fucking indie shit. Math rock. uh what is it? It's like Indonesian. I'm pretty sure it's like Thai Matlock. Yeah. More considered that was more neutral milk hotel, which I didn't listen for some time because I was like, no, that they have so many people listen to it. Like, okay, and then Nervous Young Man, considered that was pretty good. And then Snackout Travel and Monotonous Cities, Once and Future Band, all these Cheshire, yeah. I got into electronic. Okay. So to recap, we've essentially gone from progressive rock to skate punk to Midwest emo or math rock to classical rock to like back to progressive rock. And then I forgot about metal. I forgot the power metal phase. But then we've fucking done. We went to goddamn electronic now. Where I just love Cheshire stuff, and now because I love Cheshire stuff, I'm gonna start listening to more like Simon Viklin, and I still listen to a bunch of considerators. Now I'm in this stage where I'm just listening to quite a lot of electronic. Oh my god, that was an awful mess, and it's gonna be even more awful uploading this. But you know but what's a but to answer the one of the biggest questions, I guess, what is my favorite band? Probably Cosy Headrest, because as you can tell, well, you probably can tell, but from all of the instances, like Cosy Headrest is probably the most numerous, and I don't, not to mean any offense to the bands, but I like Wood Toledo more than modern Conciertos. Like modern Conciertos is good. I really love Andrew Katz. I like other people, but they're not my style. They're not my style. Other people, like it's kind of like when a lot of the old fans just start shitting on making a door less open, because it betrayed the fan base. Like, shut up. It didn't. It's just their design now. They're not like yeah, they're going to a new style, but they're not exactly selling out yet. Yet. But yeah, we've gone through quite a lot. Whew. But yeah, Closet Headwest will probably have to be the most numerous, but the one of the best, because I can safe to say I can listen to 2 of Closet Headwest albums fully, like throughout. Other ones I can listen bit by bit. My worst band I still listen to. Ooh, that's worst band I listen to. I guess Weezer. Not Weezer. I don't know, probably Weezer. Just for no particular reason. I can listen to like 3 of those songs, but I can't listen to any other. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this awful episode. How long has this been? This has been 20. What? I know we need to pad out the time to be 30 goddamn minutes. So my friend suggested to me that I smoke an apple. I honestly don't know how to react to that. Like, no, I don't. Like, like how am I supposed to, it's like, dude, you want to smoke an apple? Yeah, I put mint tea in it. It's like, you're drinking mint tea. Like, okay, why can't I just drink mint tea instead of smoking goddamn apple? Oh, goddamn, what is this? Like it's gonna be dirty minutes of time. I didn't realize I spent here sitting like talking about my music taste for half an hour, and